Game day for the Jags. Team will take on the Cleveland Browns tonight.
News 4 Jags sports anchor Cole Pepper runs down what he hopes to see from the offense.
Good morning. As we have discussed before, the final score of a preseason game is the least important part of the game. Once the regular season arrives, your record is your resume. But in the preseason, it's more about developing position groups and individuals and identifying some things that might not necessarily show up at a training camp practice. So here's what I'll be looking for tonight as the Jaguars take on the Cleveland Browns. First, I want to see what Travis Etienne can do. He offered a tantalizing taste of his big playability last year before an injury in the preseason ended his rookie year. Let's see what he can do. Second, the whole offense. This will be the first time we've seen Trevor Lawrence and company playing together in a preseason game. Is it going to look better than we saw last season? Third, the battle at right tackle. This is one of the only starting spots that's up for grabs right now between Juwan Taylor and Walker Little. Will one of them take control of this race for the starting position? And finally, the run defense. Last week, without a bulk of the starters on defense playing, the Raiders ran through the Jaguars. With more frontline players in the game, will the Jags be able to control the ground game? It's a key area for development this preseason. This is also the time of year when leaders begin to emerge. It's something that Doug Peterson is looking for as training camp continues. Florida State football has come to Jacksonville for the second time in as many years. Mike Norvell bringing the team to UNF to practice in a simulated road trip situation. Here's some photos and videos shared by the Seminoles football social media accounts. Coming to Jacksonville may not be the longest road trip the team makes this season, but a change of venue does create a chance to see how young players in particular react to a change in locale.
We're going to play 5 road games this year, which we have no control of the atmosphere. We have no control of any circumstances that will show up. I mean, you know, it's about creating a mindset of, man, regardless of where you are, you got to be in control of you. And whatever your bed situation is, whatever the meals are like, which here I appreciate UNF. It's been really nice in that regards. But I mean, when you step on the field, it's time, and make sure you control the controllables and go out there and be your best.
I feel like it's been real good. We're responding real well with the adversity of being out of our norm, coming to Jacksonville and things like that. Being in Tallahassee is real comfortable for us, but coming out here is showing adversity that we're responding well to it.
Also, don't underestimate the impact that this can have on recruiting. It's a chance for Florida State to get a little bit of a spotlight here in Jacksonville for a couple of days in the preseason. I'm Cole Pepper. That's your sports for now.
The Browns say quarterback DeSean Watson will play tonight, but that might not happen. A decision is expected on the NFL's appeal to his suspension. Sources say Watson is willing to take an 8-game suspension and a $5 million fine, but it's unclear if the NFL will accept those terms. The league wants an immediate full-season suspension. Watson is accused of lewd sexual behavior during massage appointments with 24 women. Final decision is expected before kickoff.
Late NBA great Bill Russell will have his jersey retired league-wide. Russell died at the age of 88 nearly 2 weeks ago. During his career, he became the first black coach in any major sport to win a championship. Civil rights activist Russell once marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The NBA says the number 6 will no longer be available for anyone in the league to wear. Those who are currently wearing it, like Lakers star LeBron James, can still wear the jersey. Russell joins 2 other athletes across all major sports to have their number retired league-wide. The MLB permanently retired Jackie Robinson's number 42, while the NHL retired Wayne Gretzky's number 99. You build it, and they will come. Major League Baseball played a game at the historic Field of Dreams ballpark. Does that give you chills, huh? Baseball players came out of the cornfield while Ken Griffey Jr. played catch with his dad. His night of remembrance, pre-game festivities included a tribute to Ray Liotta, who played Shoeless Joe in the movie. The late actor who passed away this past May was, of course, in the movie. During the 7th inning stretch, a hologram of Harry Carey was out there singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Former Cubs announcer died in 1998 from a heart attack. It's the second time Major League Baseball held a game at the historic park. League will not be there next year because of construction plans to expand the facility. Duval County students head back to school Monday. That means more kids on the sidewalk and crossing streets.
The important safety reminders for parents. Here's a live look outside at the TIAA Bankfield Skycam once again. You can see it's still dark in early time now, 5:28, 78 degrees.